Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Old School Ironman. And this time we are going to be continuing to up our Slayer gear. We got a Berserker's Ring last episode, and this episode we are going for the Fire Cape. Now, I'm currently buying bolt racks from Akaru over here, and I need to make sure I get a new set of worlds because it appears as though I'm hopping into someone else. That's the thing. If you notice, like, every world is at like 300, try hopping to a very far away world and then continue your one world at a time step. But I'm gonna get up to 2,000 bolt racks. Should give me a couple attempts here, and then we will see what happens. I think otherwise, gear-wise, I have everything I need in the bank. So I've got together my ragtag setup. I'll be very surprised if I get this first try, but I'm going to use the Carol crossbow that I got from Barrows along with my best range gear. So ranged attack of 162 and range strength of 55. Our prayer bonus of 2 is relatively low, but I'm hoping this Holy Wrench will help us carry through these waves. But let's try it. I do have the rotations up, so I am going to be paying attention to where everything spawns. So that one spawned over there in the southeast corner. We go southeast. That was center. And where was the other one? Southwest. And now where does the 45 spawn? 45 spawns center. We're on rotation 11, so I'm going to open up the wiki for it, and now I can look at every single phase. So this is the advantage of knowing where everything spawns. I saw that the 90 was going to be there, and this is wave 10, so it's going to be 90 plus a 45, and the 45 was in the bottom corner. So I can go ahead and kill this one. It should get blocked off there. Oh, that's not a safe spot. But anyways, I can kill this one instead of wasting all that prayer points early on while I'm waiting to kill the 45. And then I can just step out here and kill the level 90. And the nice part is because I was able to trap these behind, I can look at the next wave. So the next wave, wave 13, is going to have a 90 up there and 245s down here. So what I'm going to do is when I finish this wave, I'm going to stand behind this rock so that the 90 gets stuck, and I can go ahead and have the 245s and just kill them here. As anticipated, the ranger spawned there. The meleeers are coming in this side, so it's very easy to just go through here. The majors are when it starts to get a little scary, because they can bonk you and it takes forever for me to kill them. But we've used no food and 1.5 prey pots so far. I flicked way too late there and died. Okay. That was just a stupid risk for flicking. I'm just gonna bring, like, I didn't need much food at that point. I'm gonna bring like 3 more prey pots, and all the damage I did take was because I was worried about running out of prayer. Well, let's get some more bolt racks, because I used about 1,000 there. The yellow Ketzek, which signifies exactly where the final boss is going to spawn. Okay, here comes Jed. Healers got me. I think I can do it, just healers. So maybe next time I should check my world before I start doing that. I was on an Aussie world, and that's probably why Jad felt super laggy with the prey swaps. Okay, we're ready to go again, and this time I am going to be rigging it a little bit. So I thought, why bother spending an hour and a half, 2 hours to try to get to the end of this and then have a Jad that's difficult? So what we're going to do is we're going to try to force a southeast Jad spawn, which makes it relatively easy to deal with the healers, because that's where everything went to shit, though I think I might have still got it if I wasn't on an Aussie world. But yeah, so what we do is we enter the cave, and we want the very first spawn to be northwest, and that's a good sign. And if it's not, we leave. So yeah. So that was the center spawn. So it's the moment of truth. My power went out for the first time in like 3 years during my last fight cave. I was killing a major with Mage Protect on at the time, so I should have killed it probably. And then lobbied during the next phase, but I have no idea what phase is going to be, as it was like 3 or 4 hours ago, and I have no idea where I'm going to be standing, so this might end badly. Honestly, all things considered, I'm happy with that. We do need to step around this guy here as we kill him. But yeah, we're still alive. This stretch of waves here is like kind of like the calm before the storm. The major and the melee are usually pretty easy to deal with. And then once you get all three, that's when things start to get fun. Come on, one more hit. One more hit. That's all I need. Or maybe 2 more hits. And there we have it. We are a Fight Cave veteran. That was 1 hour, 52 minutes. Way too long, but at least we have a Fire Cave now. We did it in pretty ragtag gear, too. Carol's crossbow is nice. But yeah, we used like 2.5k bolt racks. I DC'd halfway through it, survived. Aimlet of power. Yeah. It's done. So we have a Fire Cape for Slayer, which gives us +4 melee strength and a little bit more accuracy, and +2 prayer, which is nice, but our Artie cloak was the same. We're essentially doing it for the strength bonus, and it'll probably save us a lot of time on our way to whatever Slayer level we get to. But yes, we are done. So now that we have our Fire Cape here, I'm going to be doing a little bit of Slayer point boosting. I'm down to 200 points. I've bought a lot of the main things that I want, like Bigger and Badder, Slayer Helm, that sort of stuff. But all these extend tasks, like I'll probably want to make Dust Devils longer, stuff like that, that's going to happen. So I want to have a nice subset of points. And also, if we need another block task or want to cancel bad tasks, I want to have a large pool of points. On top of that, a rune pouch and a herb sack are both 750 points each and would be very nice to get. So I think I'm going to try to go up to 200 tasks in a row. So I'm currently at like 138. So if we can get to 200 tasks in a row, that'll be perfect. We'll get tasks at Konar whenever we hit a 10 or 50 milestone. Yeah, Konar just loves giving me this Lighthouse Dagonoth task. I think I've gotten it like, I don't know how many times, but way too many times. But at least we can get there really quickly. Ooh, that is a Konar task I will take over and over again. 143 Bloodveld in the Slayer Tower. One change I am going to make is I'm going to start training my attack and defense up. By getting to 75 in each, I can get myself pretty much up to 100 combat. And that means unlocking Duradel, so if I only train strength, I'm going to be like 99 strength by the time I hit 100 combat, but getting up to 75 just bridges those last 2 combat levels, and then we can swap back to strength training. And we're going to need 75 for gear eventually anyway. And here's going to be 72 attack. 3 levels to go until we can swap over to defense. It's nice not training strength. I actually get a level like once an hour. It's time for our 160th task in a row, which means we're going back to Konar. But before we do that, we're actually going to go ahead and purchase the extension on Dust Devils, just in case we happen to get it as a task, and it's something I'm going to buy eventually. And we get Hellhounds. Well, at least it's an AFK task. Yeah, we're going to put Hellhounds on the block list because they're a very high weight task, and they give no loot. Which means for me as an Ironman, I'm just spending prey pots every time I do this task, even if the XP is reasonable. And it's AFK. So our block list is pulled up now. I think eventually I'll probably unblock Steel Dragons and replace it with a higher weighting task. But that's 4 tasks there that we don't want to do. Round 2, and we got the 235 Dust Devils, but it's in the Smoke Dungeon, so I actually don't think we can barrage it there, so this might be backfiring. Okay, yeah, everything I've looked up has said you can't do it in the Smoke Dungeon, so we're going to go ahead and actually cancel this task, which is unfortunate because we do want Smoke Devils. Smoke Devils is the task, just not there. So now we got jellies in the From Nick Slayer dungeon, that is perfectly fine. Aye, 66 Slayer. So we just got a weapon poison drop from an Anku. And I guess I might as well put that on my Dragon Dagger. It's something. It's not a lot, but it's something. We take our Dragon Dagger here, use the weapon poison on it, and now we have a Dragon Dagger poison. Eventually we'll get poison plus plus, but I think we either need to do Zami for that, or we need to get up to 82 Herblore, or technically 78 because we can boost plus 4, to be able to make our own weapon poison plus plus. One item I want to add to my Slayer loadout is the Bone Crusher. It's a RS3 one. And basically you charge it by using Ecto tokens. So now it has 16,000 charges and it will be active and ready to crush bones. It's not going to be a lot of prayer experience, but it's going to be a token amount of experience. And if by the time I hit like 90 Slayer, if I'm like 72, 73 prayer from Bone Crusher, I will consider that a glorious success. And hey, it's XP. Right now we only get half XP from it. So a bone that would regularly give you 16 XP will only give you 8. But once we eventually finish the Mauritania Elite Diaries, we will be able to get the full XP out of it. Okay, so this is going to be 200 tasks in a row. I boosted myself up to 200 at combination of Turtle and Konar. So we'll see where we end up here. Yeah, we got 450 points, so we have over 1,000 now, which for me is enough to go back to regular NOOB. And we're going right back into a Dagannoth task. And there is 75 attack. We can swap ourselves over to defensive, and we'll also swap over to defensive on our Dragon Dagger. And we're going to train our defense up to 75 now as well. Oh, that was a big DDS. 230 XP drop, and then a 192. Wow. Really hitting strong with that. Yeah, so our goal is going to be 75 defense. That should get us up to like 99.5, 99.7 for our combat level, and then getting a couple extra strength levels to like 87, 88, 89 will get us up above 100, which allows us to use Duradel as a Slayer Master. There it is. That's what we've been waiting for. 225 Dust Devils. We're also going to use Bracelets of Slaughter here, so it's going to add like 20% extra to our task. It's going to be like a 300 task. It's going to be insane XP, but let's get to it. Now, in order to actually burst those Dust Devils down, we need actually a good amount of Chaos Runes. They do drop Chaos Runes, about like 4 per kill on average, but each cast takes 4 Chaos Runes, so I think we're going to need to start with like 2,000 Chaos Runes to be able to stay ahead. So I'm going to go for 2,000 here, which should be like 4 chests on average based on, or it should be about 7 or 8 chests on average based on my rates earlier, but who knows, we could get one lucky chest with 1,000 Chaos Runes on the very first one. And that's a nice way to end it. We got up to about 2,200 Chaos Runes, and we picked up our 4th Elite Clue. With the Sherlock Clue, I'm unsure if I'm going to be able to do that. And we can actually do this. We can steal from the chest in Artie Castle. And stealing from that chest was also a hard task in the Artie Diary. I thought I had already done that. But I guess I never did because I did that on Leagues. So I was getting the two confused. But we're probably pretty close to the Artie Hard Diary here. We can do the jewelry at the Legends Guild. Poison Ivy Bears we can do whenever we want. Really, it's just 68 smithing and 68 runecrafting. Modeled eel with aerial fishing. Okay, let's try to figure this out. I've never done it before. And we got the modeled eel here. Still don't fully understand what I'm supposed to be doing here, but I caught the fish, and we're gonna get an elite casket, which is all that I really care about right now. And our first ever elite casket, are we gonna get anything good? Okay, so we got a Zamrak page 2, we got some good runes. Oh, the tooth half of a key. That's actually big. Because we have the loop halves in the bank. We can now get our second Dragonstone, which we can use to make a glory, which we can mount in our house. So we have teleports on our glory now. Yes! Grab one of our 4 loop halves, use them together. We now have our combined crystal key. Make our amulet, cast level 5 enchant on it. And there we have a glory. Like, it does provide pretty good attack and defensive bonus, but it provides less melee strength than the Amulet of Strength, so we're going to be camping that for most of our Slayer. So we're going to do what we can do best with it, and that's plopping it in our house. Going to build the Amulet of Glory right here. Now we have unlimited teleports to Edgeville, Karamja, Draenor Village, and Alcarid. All we need to do is teleport to the house first. One thing I am going to do, though, is rotate this around. Now the glory is a little bit easier because I spawn in right here and I just right click over there and it's on my screen. But yeah, we got ourselves a glory. That was the best reward I could have asked for from that elite clue, to be honest. But onwards to our Dust Devils task, which felt like I got like a day ago. Got our bursting set up here. As with old school, our mage attack bonus doesn't actually matter that much. As long as it's above, like, I think negative 20 is what I've been told is kind of like the cutoff point where you start splashing. We are good. And we have our Master Wand, which is able to auto-cast those ice barrages. The concept is pretty simple. Bring a fast attack speed weapon. In this case, I used Iron Darts to tag all the mobs onto you. Then hug a corner and go back and forth between 2 of them. Because run is on, you're never on the square that the Dust Devils stack up on. This means they bunch up on top of each other. Then once they are lured, put back on your auto-cast weapon for Ancients and go to town getting a ton of XP. And that is the end of our Slayer task. We killed 294 Dust Devils. I guess I might as well finish off the ones I have lured here. Just get a little bit of extra mage XP. We got 41,000 Slayer. It took me about an hour to get this done. I would say, if I had to guess the exact time. I did bank once, so that did cost like 3 minutes worth of time. But yeah, I'm going to put on screen the XP we gained this task. We gained 52,000 magic, or 99,000 magic, so basically 100k. So if we say we're like 3 or 4 more Dust Devil tasks away from getting the Fury. And then we also gained up 50,000 HP XP. Very nice. And a little bit of token XP in ranged, Herblore, and Prayer. But every XP counts in those. That's a pretty good tier. So around 140 for 200 quest points. I'm generally pretty happy with like 0.7 times my quest points, and we got 8.4k XP, getting us up to 48 rune crafting. We're like probably like 2 weeks away from having to actually train construction, so hopefully I'm done most of my Slayer by then. That's another new task. We got 92 worms. I'm probably going to end up banking these bones. So we're going to do our best to try to kill worms with melee, and if it goes really poorly, then we're just going to go ahead and swap over to ranging them from a safe spot where they can't hit us. But I'm hoping we can at least get a good amount this first trip, because we are going to be banking the bones, but it's not looking pretty based off this first kill. Melee is not bad at all. I was perfectly fine maintaining my HP. In fact, I was just overeating food, so I'm probably going to bring like 10 Garum Bonds next trip. And that is 69 Slayer. I think that might be my last requirement for Monkey Badness 2. Let's see after this kill. I haven't been paying too much attention to it, as we're just focused on Slayer for now. Worm task is over. Not the fastest or like the most XP per hour, but it's nice to bank like 30k, 40k XP in prayer. So I'm going to keep doing those whenever I get the task. But next up, we have Calfates again. And also, because we hit 69, we're going to kind of change our gears towards Monkey Madness a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to keep going till we get 83 magic from Slayer. We'll get the Fury. Then after that, we're going to get the Crystal Bow to make the quest boss easier. And then once that's done, we're going to go do Monkey Madness. So that's probably like the next couple weeks or so, is focusing on those grinds. There it is. After, what is it, 214 Troll Generals, we finally get the Rune Warhammer for our Clue Scrolls. Our first Black Mass duplicate, we got it on the very first kill of this task. Pretty nice, you know? Nice little bank value. I don't think it actually provides anything for us, and it alks for barely anything, so I'm just gonna keep it on me. Another one, 2 Black Mass in the exact same task. If only they alked for like the 500k they're worth. And our Bloodveld task is coming to an end, and boy is this a good task. We'll see the XP we actually gained, but it's like 25k per hour in Slayer with the Superior, and then another 80k per hour in Strength. So this is a task I definitely want, and I'm going to actually go and purchase the extension right now with our points. So we go to Rewards, Extend, there should be Bloodvelds here, Bleed Me Dry. So now we're going to get bigger tasks with Bloodvelds. The only downside is that they're not AFK, just because I have to click on them because they're not aggressive. And right away we get a 201 Bloodveld task. That's going to be mega long and mega XP. Well, I've been waiting for this clip for like this entire Bloodveld task, which has been over 100 kills, and I somehow still missed getting a strength level. I guess that's just part of being a YouTuber is you don't get the clip. Anyway, yeah, we're up to 88 strength, still 100, but our next strength level will get up to 101 combat. Hell yeah, we got ourselves another Dust Devil task. That's going to be pretty good. We'll be able to get like 100,000 more magic experience, but like before, we're going to have to do a little bit of barrows first to get our Chaos Rune stack up. Let's go see how many we have in the bank. Yeah, we only have 950, and I used like 1,200 last task once all the drops were taken into consideration, so we'll have to get another 1,200 at barrows. So we got ourselves a elite clue. Once we get our full 2k Chaos Runes, we'll try it out. That is just the kind of chest I was looking for. 500 Chaos Runes, get us over 2,000, and we can go do that elite clue now, and then to Dust Devils. So we just got our challenge clue to string a yew longbow, and I'm actually going to be getting my fletching up level very soon once I'm done 83 magic. So I'm actually going to keep this elite clue in the bank, and we'll get this done. We are 2 steps, so this will be our 3rd step complete on the elite, so we'll have a good chance of completing it, and I doubt I'll get another elite in the meantime for my little remainder of Slayer. And these burst tasks give good Slayer experience. We're up to 72. Not too shabby. That unlocks Skeletal Wyverns, which I think is a good like AFK range task. Bank some Prey XP, get some Pure Essence. At least I know that's what I did with it on Leagues, but it might be different in the main game. But we're just here with the Dust Devils. I've kind of refined this method a little bit better now. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing. And I'm able to stack them up much quicker, and by standing in this square, I can stack them all up instead of like the 7 I was getting over there. Well, this has been one of the best Slayer tasks I've ever had on Old School. We got a Crystal Key and another 2 Path, so that's 2 more Dragon Stones. We got a full Dark Totem. We also got 70 Mithril Bars, 360k cash, and our first ever Ancient Shard. Once we get 2 more, we'll be able to make the Arclight. But on top of that, we also gained like 130k magic experience today. And like over 100k Slayer. But this task, we'll see once we finish it how many we got from this task. Yeah, we got 48,000 Slayer from this task. So just a absolute mammoth of a task. Very happy with it. I'm just going to finish off this last Dust Devil that we're attacking here. So yeah, Slayer task over 48k XP gained from there. We're now up to 226 tasks, so we're closing in on that 250, which is going to be a big bonus. Yeah, we got 326 Dust Devils. These Slaughter Bracelets are putting in work. So that's going to be the end of this episode. We're now at a point where we are about 300k experience away from 83 magic. So I have a bit of a plan that involves that elite clue we got that we weren't able to finish in order to get up to 83 and eventually get that Fury. And we've had a good amount of Slayer now, but I'm kind of itching to get back to doing some skilling, so we're going to do that next episode. If you like the series, please drop a like on the video. Really helps push it out to more people. But past that, have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.